Three stories to know about COVID-19 we're going to bring you right now. First, that President Trump says that the task force on coronavirus, the one he's been having the news conferences with, well, that's not going to be winding down after all. It's going to even expand. Second, a medical researcher from the University of Pittsburgh was killed in a shooting. The university said that Dr. Beng Liu was on the verge of making significant findings about coronavirus. Finally, more than 73,000 people have died from the virus in the United States. We have more than 1.2 million cases.
A threat of civil war, acts of vandalism, complaints about stay-at-home orders are now reaching a new level. Eddie Randall is working from home this morning. Eddie, the Tri-County Health Department is not making a recommendation where others in the state have.
Yeah, that's right, Natasha. So when it comes to mandatory rules like mask in public places, Tri-County Health Department is leaving it up to Arapahoe, Adams, and Douglas counties to make those decisions on their own. Now, police are protecting Tri-County Health Department after doctors there received a threat that there be a shooting and a coming civil war if they didn't lift stay-home orders. Now, the email was filled with expletives and threatened the doctors and nurses on the Tri-County Health Department board if they didn't reopen the counties immediately. Greenwood Village police say though they don't consider this a crime, they are stepping up patrols around that office. Here's what Governor Jared Polis had to say about the threat when asked.
Threatening a civil war over decals on the floor of the store that tell you where to stand in the takeout line is really offensive to anybody who supports the freedom and liberty that we enjoy in this country.
Now, the recent email sent is just added pressure that Tri-County Health Department has already been experiencing. Over in Aurora, police are investigating 4 reports of vandalism, Natasha, that include spray painting and broken windows.
Yeah, not the way to go about it. Eddie, thank you.
Here are more of the COVID-19 headlines. We've had 174 outbreaks in the state, the biggest by far. The JBS meatpacking plant in Greeley, 280 workers there have gotten sick. 7 workers have died. The data also shows that at least 10 jails or prisons are reporting pretty significant outbreaks. After getting tons of criticism, some from lawmakers, Frontier Airlines is now dropping its plan to charge flyers an extra $39 to have the seat next to them empty. Congress told Frontier they were profiting off of safety. Metro State University has 3 options for students this fall. The first is to teach 95% of classes online. Another is returning basically back to normal. A third is the most likely option with some in-person instruction on what is deemed essential classes. Denver is not going to give out tickets if you are parked where street sweeping is taking place. The city is encouraging people, though, to move their cars on sweeping days if they can. And court proceedings are delayed for the 2 accused shooters from Stem School Highlands Ranch. Sentencing was supposed to be this month for one of them. Now the trial for the second suspect won't start either until September.